Well, in this learning session, we will be learning about a solid figure known as a pyramid. Now, a pyramid is a solid figure. A pyramid is a polyhedron. Its base is a polygon. It can be a triangle, it can be a square, it can be a rectangle, but it is a polygon. Its lateral surfaces are triangles. The lateral surfaces converge at a point and form a tip, and that is called as the apex of the pyramid or the vertex of the pyramid. A pyramid has two heights, a vertical height and the slant height. The vertical height is the distance between the vertex and the polygonal base, perpendicular distance rather, and the slant height is the distance from the vertex to the edge of the polygonal base. Now, the naming of the pyramids are named according to the polygonal base. If the base is a triangle, then it is a triangular pyramid. If the base is a rectangle, then it is a rectangular pyramid, and if it is a square, it is a square based pyramid. If it is a hexagon, it is a hexagonal based pyramid. Remember that. Now, coming to the next very important point, that is the relation between the slant height, the vertical height, and the edge of the base. If you look at the figure, L is the slant height, H is the vertical height, and A is the length of the edge of the base. Now, half of the edge is, if I take A as the length of the base, then A by 2 is the radius. We can take it as a radius or half of the length of the edge. Now, to find out the relation between the slant height and the vertical height and half the length of the edge is applying Pythagoras theorem is L square is equal to H square plus A by 2 square, where L is the slant height, H is the vertical height, and A is the length of edge of the base. Now, we have got different types of pyramids. We have got a regular pyramid. A pyramid with regular polygonal base is called as a regular pyramid. Irregular pyramid is a pyramid in which the base is an irregular polygon. Now, the right pyramid, a pyramid with lateral edge perpendicular to the base edge, is called as the right pyramid. The vertical height is the distance from apex to the center of the polygon. Remember that. A pyramid has vertices, edges and faces which are countable. If number of sides of a polygonal base is n, this is very important here. If number of sides of a polygonal base is n, then the number of faces of the pyramid is n plus 1, the vertices are n plus 1, and the edges are 2n. Now, let us take one example and understand this. If I consider a triangular based pyramid, then n is equal to 3, the faces are n plus 1 is equal to 4, the vertices are n plus 1 is equal to 4, and the edges are 2n, that is 2 into 3, and that is 6 edges. Remember that. Now, the lateral surface area of a pyramid. As we know, the lateral surfaces are triangles. So, to find out the lateral surface area, we have to add the areas of all the triangles which exist in the lateral surface, all the triangles of the lateral surface. Now, that is equal to number of triangles into area of one triangle, and the number of triangles, if they are n, and area of one triangle, as you know, it is half base into height. A is the length of the edge and L is the slant height here. That is therefore number of triangles into half into AL, that is the area of one triangle. Now, if I rearrange here, then I have got n into A and half into L. N into A gives us the perimeter of the base of n sides, and half L we have it here. So, when we multiply, it is half PL. So, therefore, the lateral surface area of a pyramid is obtained by multiplying PL and by half, or half into P into L. Remember that. Now, the total surface area is the lateral surface area plus the base area. Since the pyramid has got only one base, we have to just find out the area of the base, and the area of the base depends on the type of polygon which forms the base. Now, if it is an equilateral triangle, then the area of the base is root 3a square by 4. I have taken an example here, where before that the total surface area is equal to the area of the base into lateral surface plus lateral surface area, that is b plus half PL. Now, let us take an example. Let us consider an example of equilateral triangle based pyramid, and the lateral surface area is half into 3a into L, where a is the side is a, n is the number of triangles, that is the number of triangles which form the lateral surface, and therefore the perimeter P is equal to 3a, perimeter is 3a and half into L. So, therefore, the total surface area is that is the lateral surface area, half 3a into L. The total surface area is half into 3a into L plus B, but since it is equilateral triangle, that is the equilateral triangle base pyramid, the area of the equilateral triangle is root 3a square by 4. Therefore, the total surface area is root 3a square by 4 plus 3 by 2 into AL. Remember that. Now the volume of a pyramid. Pyramid is not a uniform figure, therefore we cannot just multiply the area of the base and height to get the volume. Now to find the volume of a pyramid, then we have to go by an indirect method. We fill the pyramid with a material like sand or water and pour it into a prism of same base and height. When poured once, we find that 1/3 volume of the prism is occupied. Therefore the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 the volume of the prism of the same base and height, and that is 1 by 3 into base of the prism into height, one third of B into H, and therefore the volume of the pyramid is 1/3 of base into height. B is the area of the base and H is the vertical height. So remember, that is the formula to find the volume of the pyramid. So these were the properties of the solid figure pyramid, which we have now understood. Now please remember these all properties and scribble all this, write down this in a book for your future reference. Okay, very important formulas, relations and properties for application in geometry. Thank you.